How you doing, YouTube? It's Clark here from 313 Vlogs. I got a little experiment I want to try out today. I went out and I bought a motorcycle helmet. I took all the stuff off of it and masked the bottom because I couldn't get the inside of the padding and stuff out. So what I'm going to try to do is I want to try my hand at rattle cans to see if I can put a special custom paint job on it. I'm going to try to do like a marble effect using rattle cans just to get my feet wet, to get some practice under my belt for doing helmets, of course, gas tanks, and motorcycle fenders. So stay with me. I'm going to help walk you through the process step by step, what I'm trying to get done, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so here's our first step in the process. I got to get this clear coat off of here, or I'll never be able to get the primer to sit on the helmet, and got to get this sticker off because it has a clear coat on top of it. So we're going to be scratching that down to get that removed, smooth out the bottom edge of the helmet, and you know, just scratch it up a little bit so when we try to put the first coat of primer on it, it won't have a problem with sticking. So okay, as you can see, I've scuffed up the helmet and I wiped it down to get any type of dust particles off of it. So what I'm going to do now is, just to make sure that it's clean from residue, I'm going to hit it with some compressed air to make sure that I got it cleaned off good. Alright. Okay, now that I got the helmet all cleaned up and scuffed up, I'm going to hit it with a couple of coats of Perfect Match original factory color paint to lay down as a primer before I start trying to do the marble effect. So here we go. So what I'll do is I'll get it about 15 minutes to dry, and then we'll hit it with another coat. Yeah, about 15 minutes to dry, and then we'll hit it with another coat and take it from there. Okay, now I'm gonna spray the second coat of black primer on the helmet. The first coat been sitting on there for 15 minutes.
Okay, now we're gonna let that.
Okay, right now we got 2 coats of the black primer on there. It's been about 15-20 minutes. Letting that dry. I'm gonna hit it with the 3rd coat, and then after the 3rd coat has been laid down and had a chance to cure, we'll hit it with the white pattern before we lay down the cherry gloss coating on top. This is all being done out of Rattle cans. Okay, stay with. Okay, that's the 3rd coat of black primer. We'll let it cure for about, I let it cure for about an hour, and then I'll come back and I'll hit it with the white pattern. And after that, we'll be laying down the, probably overnight. After I lay the white, I'll let it cure overnight, and then I'll hit it with the cherry coat to give it the marble effect. Okay, dealing with my experiment with trying to use Rattle cans to do a custom paint job on a helmet. I let that dry overnight, so what I'm going to do now is I'm using a Rattle can of white paint to lay down my pattern on top of the helmet. So let's get started with that. Alright, so what we'll do now is we'll give that about a half an hour to cure, and then we're going to come back and hit it with the cherry red gloss. Okay, we got our pattern laid down for our marble effect. Now we're going to spray our first coat of the cherry clear on it to see what we come up with. Stay tight. So that's the first coat of the cherry clear coat on it. And this is our marble effect that the helmet has on it now. And I do say for my first tryout, it's come out to looking pretty good. I'll let that sit for a few hours to cure, and maybe hit it with another light coat from the Rattle can. And then we'll let it sit overnight, and then we'll put some clear coat on it. Okay, we got the second coat of cherry clear on it. Just gotta let that sit and cure, and probably by tomorrow we'll hit it with the clear coat. Okay, this morning I'm going to add one more coat of the cherry clear to the helmet, and then after that has a chance to dry, then I'm going to add the clear coat. But this is what we're looking like so far. I wanted to just have a little bit more red tint to it, and then we'll be adding the clear coat. Okay, I've laid 4 coats of the cherry clear on the helmet. Now I'm gonna lay about 3 to 4 coats of clear on top of the cherry. Alright. Okay, after all of the coats of the clear coat had a chance to dry, this is what we're looking like with the marble cherry coat helmet. This is my first time trying it, and I gotta say that it looks pretty good. Can only get better with time and more experience.